so excited to speak with our next two guests because this program sounds amazing. I wish I knew about it back when I was in high school. We're talking about the Bank of America Student Leaders Internship Program. The applications right now are open for 2021. It's a paid internship for juniors and seniors in high school. And joining me today to talk about this a little bit more is Andy Krask, the Indianapolis market president of Bank of America, and Leela Champion, the 2019 Bank of America student leader. I'm with good company. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's start out with you, Leela. When it comes to this program, how's it been? Why is it so important to you?
Bank of America student leaders is so important to me because I was a part of the inaugural class. So getting the opportunity to have a paid internship, and it was like a nice pay, like not just a small pay, it was like a nice payment. And high school was a big opportunity for me because before this program, only like retail and fast food jobs were open. But like this was a real position for me to have an impact and see how an actual nonprofit organization works and get to be involved in the community and do meaningful work. So that's why it's so important to me.
That's amazing, just experience. Andy, when you hear Leela talk about that, what's going through your mind? Because she's obviously an amazing young woman who's going to do amazing things.
Well, we were just as fortunate to have Leela in our inaugural class, and Leela has done a great job of explaining why it really is so important, because it does, give young people an opportunity to connect to workforce skills that ultimately they may not have otherwise had. And I think Leela just said that. So I think the opportunity to, try to keep things that could otherwise happen, whether it's high unemployment rate in our youth, or ultimately juvenile delinquency, some of those other things. I think this gives folks an avenue, young people an avenue to get experiences that they may not otherwise had.
Andy, explain this program to me a little bit more, because it seems like there's a lot of really cool opportunities of how it works and how you even get all these awesome student candidates.
Sure. Well, the application, as you said earlier, is now open through the 29th of the month for the 2021 class. And I think the neat thing about this program is we have great not-for-profit partners. Newfields has been one, Krista Morehouse most recently. And we have great opportunities to connect young folks to a real experience beyond just, what Leela had mentioned. And the idea here is that they get to see all aspects of the not-for-profit business, not just the output. So they get connected to all the leaders at that not-for-profit, and they get to see the business of the business. And then additionally, and Leela would attest, we connect them to local leaders, elected officials, business owners. And so it really is a well-rounded experience for our youth.
That sounds so cool. I feel so left out in this thing. Leela, tell me a little bit more about your experience. What has been like a cool moment that you weren't expecting? And do you have any advice out there for anybody else that might be looking at you and like, hey, I could be like Leela one day?
Yeah, so my advice first off would be to apply, like shoot your shot, apply, and you really want to be a part of this cohort. But when I can't even think of one moment, like it's been several moments in the program where my mind was blew. Like my community, like my network has skyrocketed. Like even though it's been 2 years since the program, like we still connect on social media. Like we see each other. 3 of the people go on campus with me now. Like, so my network has grew tremendously. We one of the funniest moments is they connected us with a business owner, and now my mom works for her. So she came and I pitched my mom for a job, and she's been working for her since the program. But yeah, that's one of the cool moments.
Wow. Andy, when we hear stories like Leela's and how this is not just impacting students, but their families, what's your reaction to that?
Well, that was brand new information to me, Leela, so I appreciate you sharing that. It's heartwarming. I mean, I think ultimately we want to create experiences for people and ultimately benefit their community, and having, family members be real beneficiaries of that, I think is just absolutely great. I think the other thing that's important here too is the financial literacy component that we've integrated into this program that helps, get folks, young people especially, access to our Better Money Habits financial wellness and education platform that will allow them to make decisions about their financial future. So again, I think Leela's a great example of, just a success story in a lot of different ways. And we couldn't be prouder of what she's accomplished and what she will accomplish.
Oh, this is great. And where can people go to apply?
So I would go to the website. We can hopefully we can get you the link to that. It has the eligibility criteria on there, as well as the link ultimately to access the application. So we can make sure we have that for you.
Awesome. Leela, Andy, thank you all so much.